Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's Thursday, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the steps to take to start your own budgeting journey. This is going to be a short video, and I wanted it to kind of do an update to the previous ones that I did, but very short and sweet so you can understand hopefully. So what I like to do is to stress to people that everybody has their own budgeting journey. They have their own system that they fall into, okay, which is totally fine. That is expected. You should have your own system because you want to make it work for you and your situation. So what I like to explain is the items that you need, or the steps, the items, both, that will get you to that place. So I want you to know that it's not hard. You just, as long as you have the mindset, the determination to make some changes, then you can do this, okay? When I first started my own journey, honestly, I didn't really know where to begin. So everything that I share with you, it's because I've already been through it. I've been through it. I am trying to make it very easy for you so you don't have to feel overwhelmed in the process. So one of the things these two things here, which obtaining a budget planner is super important, okay? If you don't have a budget planner and you have a regular planner, that's totally fine as well. As long as you're using something where you can list out all of your bills, okay? Now with this one is essentially a budget planner. It is called the Dated All-in-One, which has the weekly overview. I'm not going to go through everything that's in here, but what you're looking for is a month on 2 pages. So if you have a planner that you're currently using and you're fine with that, that's fine. Then keep using that to list out all of your bills, list out your expenses. Now, this planner here is a Dated All-in-One. So this one has your paycheck tracker, so you can actually break down your paycheck. You can keep track of your expenses, have notes, and etc. So this one is, like I said, this one's the dated. I also have undated budget planners. So you do have options if you choose to go to my website and look at those options. However, if you have a planner already where you can list out all of your bills and things like that, then that's fine, okay? As long as you're able to check them off, you can keep track. The second thing I always would recommend to people is to also put all of your bills into your Google Calendar. The Google Calendar is really, really helpful for people who might be forgetful. So this way, if you put all of your bills in your Google Calendar, you can set an alarm for each of those due dates, even if it's like 24 hours ahead of time, and then you will not miss any of your bills. So those are that definitely I would recommend. The second is your cash envelopes. So using the cash envelope system, we talk about this on a daily basis. This is really, really very important. This is a really big important part of your journey, okay? So the cash envelope system is a process where you have your envelopes and you're taking money out. You're basically taking money out and you're filling the money into these envelopes, okay? So I was going through these are your 6 categories, okay? You are leaving all of your money in your bank account. The only money that you're taking out is for these 6 categories. So that's why it's important for you to sit down and have a plan. So you take a piece of paper, write down how much do you normally spend on groceries every week, or is it bi-weekly? Previously, before I even owned my business, I used to work, I would get paid bi-weekly. So I would sit down and I would write out like, okay, what am I going to spend for 2 weeks? And I had to really, really sit down and meal plan and really have a plan in place in order for it to work, because the goal is for you to stuff your envelopes and use the cash that's in these envelopes, and that's it. It's not made for you to use the cash in the envelopes and then use your debit card. So the whole point of this is to is to not overspend. So you are training and getting in the habit of just using what is in these envelopes. Okay. So groceries, household, eating out, gas, beauty, and miscellaneous. So groceries and household go together. They're kind of they go hand in hand. And then eating out is a really big category. This is the number one category where people spend the most money. So this is where you could sit down and say, okay, well, this week I'm only going to spend $50. Now, this is something that you need to sit down and, really find out what your numbers are. Gas, for me, what I like to do is I like to fill up my gas tank every week. So that would be a Saturday or a Sunday, and I would fill it completely up. So right now it's about $40, $45. Fill it right up. Beauty, every 2 weeks, I'll typically get my nails done. So if I know I'm going to have a hair appointment, then you know what? I'm going to add more money. So these are questions that you have to ask yourself, and you have to sit down. And miscellaneous is this category here is super important because miscellaneous is just that. It could be anything. And so what I learned when I worked my day job is to stuff this envelope. So I would always like to have like $300 to $400 because this was a buffer between using my bank account. So this here really, really saved me for those unexpected expenses that I was not planning or was not prepared for. For example, maybe you don't have maybe your eating out envelope is empty, and the girls want to go out to, dinner, or your daughter wants to go to like the mall. This is going to help you. This is a buffer. Maybe you're in the mood and you're like, you know what, I want to go to Target and I don't care, whatever. So that is that example. It's very, very helpful. I was taking my money out because I was actually doing a video, but this money here is actually money that goes in because I already spent half my money. I really do need to get in the habit of actually updating my trackers. And so because I've been doing this so long, I have been slacking. So the miscellaneous, this one goes here. So that is the cash envelope system. That's why it's very, very important, but the system does work, and I did not create this. This is something that's been around for a very long time, even when we had paper envelopes. So very, very helpful. Now, the third thing is on here is your sinking funds, okay? Sinking funds / holiday binder. Okay, sinking funds are just what they are. They're small saving accounts that you're saving for because you are eventually going to spend it. I know it sounds crazy, but so you're basically saving to spend the money, but it just makes it easier because you're saving throughout the year, or maybe you need a new fridge, maybe you're saving for Christmas, maybe you're saving for vacation. So literally anything can be a sinking fund. So this is where you want to sit down. Now, the first sinking fund that I recommend to people is the emergency fund. So if you don't have an emergency fund that is labeled the emergency fund, then that is what I want you to do. So you really need to start, you need to write in your budget planner, list out all your bills, add them to your Google Calendar, start the cash envelope system, really sit down and have a game plan, have a plan as to, your budget, what the categories are, how much you spend. And so another part of the cash envelope system is doing the exercise that I always recommend people to do, and that is the highlighter method exercise. The highlighter method is very, very, it's actually an exercise that every single person should do. And it's an eye opener. So basically it's for you to see really how much you're spending before you even start the cash envelopes. Okay. The highlighter method is where you're going to print your bank statement, grab some highlighters, and just go through it. So what I'd like you to do is take a pink highlighter and highlight all of the times that you went to the grocery store. And then once you're done, you're going to add it up and then divide it by 4. And that is going to give you an estimate of what you spend per week. So you could do that as well for like eating out. So grab a blue highlighter and highlight all of your eating outs, coffee, every single thing. No cheating. And so this exercise, like I said, is an eye opener. It's definitely very helpful for you to see the overall big picture of how much you're actually spending. It's because a lot of times we often overspend when we are using a debit card. So that's the highlighter method really goes with this one as well. Now, when we talked about sinking funds, holiday binder, maybe you're creating Christmas, vacation, a purse fund. And anything is possible. It does not matter. There is no right or wrong. But the very first one I do believe that you should create is emergency, because that is just that. It's an emergency. And, we never know when something is going to happen, good or bad. And so it's really important to have that set aside. The last thing I would say to incorporate, there's actually two more, would be saving challenges and or a bag or a caddy, and that's just to keep organized. But for this video here, we're just going to talk about these 4. And the last one I would say is to incorporate saving challenges when you feel confident in doing so. You don't need to rush. You don't need to feel like you have to have a million different saving challenges in order to be successful, because that is not true. Really, what I want you to focus on is your mindset and really getting organized, where you're listing out your bills and you're really focusing on your cash envelopes. Those are really the main 2 that you should really start with first. Adding saving challenges after is okay when you're in that place, when you feel like you're in a good position to do so and you have a little bit of extra money. So using cash envelopes, they show that how we can change our habits by starting and sticking to something that we start. So you're starting something, but you're sticking to it. And every week you are adding the money. It makes it a lot fun. It makes it fun versus just transferring money to a saving account. So saving challenges are really very successful for people. And a lot of times when they do complete the saving challenges, they will take that money and put it in their emergency fund. So anything is good when it comes to that, but you really want to start when you are ready to. There's a lot of different ones. You have the 100-day, you have the 10K, you have a 52-week box, you have your individual cards like this. This is a monthly set, so you have January through December. These were all assembled. This was not made for the video. I also have my icon. These are icon saving challenges, and we have them in pink. So I actually need to take some updated pictures and put these on the website. But there are like a lot of different ones that I have. I also have the book, the Saving Challenge book, which is super cute. I love that one actually. That's a really nice one that also comes with envelopes. But again, you really want to start those when you feel confident. You really want to feel confident with yourself, and you want to be in a really good place before doing too much, because I feel sometimes people do too much and then they get very overwhelmed, and then guess what's going to happen when you get to that point? You are going to quit. And I don't want you to quit. I honestly would not be here today if I did not go through my own journey. So I know I say that a lot, but I really need to stress this to you because it's very, very true. And I'm not rich. I'm content. I get paid, I pay my bills, I put money away, and I have an emergency fund, and I'm able to buy the things I want because I have set up systems in place to work for me. If I have an emergency, I have some money. I start saving for Christmas to make it easier so I don't have to use a credit card. And if I want to go shopping, I can do that. I have a clothing sinking fund where I like to have $500 in it all the time. So if I use it, I will replace the money back little by little. If I choose to go right now and I say, you know what, I feel like spending $500 right now online, I can do that. So you work at saving in the areas that you want, and then you're ready. So it just makes things super easy for you for life. So when you get paid every 2 weeks or every week, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. You are having a plan. You're putting your money in place and doing what it needs to do for you. Okay, so these 2 items here, one is my budget planner, one is my cash finder. I've been using these for a while. I think I'll probably end up switching out the cover at some point. But for today's video, I really wanted to just go over and be short and sweet with you. Really the concept, these are the items that I recommend starting with, okay? And do not get overwhelmed. Try not to overdo it, and just really stay focused and take a sticky note and just list out the things that you want to do, that you want to achieve. What are your goals? List them out, and every day take a look at it. I want to cut back today. I don't want to spend a lot of money over the weekend on food. I want to start saving for an emergency fund. Anything is possible. So you need to just write it out, hold yourself accountable so that way you can complete your goals. Don't give up. Don't look at what other people are doing and think that it's better. And, focus on your situation, because I think sometimes people see other things out there and think, that might be better. That might be the norm. Everyone's situation is actually different. And so you really have to just focus within yourself. Be true to yourself, stay confident. You got this. You don't need anything else but motivation, determination, and being in the right mindset in order for you to be successful. Of course, money, but if you have to work 2 jobs to get it, you will do what you need to do. So I hope you have a great day today. Please let me know what you guys think below. Like I said, I'm here for you. Check out the website if you do need to get budget planners, whether they're dated or undated. And again, say hello below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.